A 2-1 victory at Consett today. First of all, what are your thoughts on the performance?
I thought a professional performance from us against a very, very difficult side and difficult place to come. Not one of the form teams, if not the form team at the minute in time in the league. So it's a pleasing result. I think performance-wise, it was a difficult game. We had to play certain ways, certain areas. Try and manage the conditions as well, because obviously with gale force wind, especially us the first half going against it, I thought it was a very difficult, thing to play against. And so I think the performance-wise, I'm very pleased with it, because we've had to put professional performance in, which sometimes ain't pretty, but playing in the right areas, doing the right things, and obviously getting the win that I think that we deserve.
The game itself was it was a contrast between different phases, wasn't it? The first half, particularly after they scored, the way that your side played possession and the way that Terry and Wedge was spraying it about, it was impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that we had to the first half, because obviously we're against the wind, so we couldn't just boom it and various things. We had to work the ball, and I thought Tez and Wedge in there and Alex, I thought they were brilliant, getting the ball moving, switching play, getting the full-backs out. We had a lot of space down the left and right hand side. Obviously with them playing wing backs, so it allowed us to get 2v1s down the side. But it's a good performance.
And particularly the first goal for us came through one of them switches with Terry putting it out to the wide.
Yep.
Regan and Rollins were linking up, ball in. Hansen's header and Josh Wild there to finish, obviously.
Yeah, Josh again.
Yeah, I expect the left back to be in that position
from
the start, but that first goal just had that little bit of quality, and it seemed to kick us into action until the second.
Yeah, I think we do expect the full-backs to be there, because we encourage that, and we encourage both full-backs to go forward and get in the box and get goals, get deliveries, get assists. That's the way we play on the front foot, and it was encouraged before the game. One of the plans was to try and execute that. So it was pleasing to see it come off. Pleasing again for Josh to get his goal. Unbelievable for left back at the minute in time. In the goals he's getting, and vital goals as well for us. So yeah, I'm pleased.
And that second one, do you think it came at a good time with how we went behind and quickly got ourselves back in the lead, and sort of just being able to keep them at arm's length?
Well, I think the second goal was vital, because obviously it took us into half time against the conditions at 2-1. So then obviously we could kind of take control of the game at that point, and it allows us then the second half then maybe to go a little bit more direct into areas and let the conditions work for us. But I think the biggest pleasing thing was when we did go 1-0 down, that the lads stuck together. They didn't get their heads down, they didn't moan. We looked on the pitch, there's a lot of experienced players there just telling everyone, let's keep us there, just keep nice and calm. And they stuck together, they stuck together, and I think rightly so against condition. We went up deservedly 2-1 up.
And then the second period was very, very cagey, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously they threw more bodies, especially the last 10 minutes, they threw more bodies forward. Then we're down to 10 men, we using the 3 subs, and then another injury to the squad. So it became a cagey game. We sat a little bit more deeper, tried to just take the 2-1 and allowed us to really just try and stop their attacks and defend deep. And I thought, apart from probably a threat at the end, a long range shot from out the 18, I don't think Seb's really had a shot to save, and I think we defended their threats well.
You mentioned about the injury at the end, and it was sad to see Luke go off in the way that he did. But on a positive, Regan came in for his first start in nearly a month. How pleasing was it to see him back up and running?
Yeah, it's great to have Regan back. It gives us another dimension of right back. Like I mentioned on our full-backs, we encourage him to get forward, make 2v1s, overloads, and not just get on the score sheet but create assists. And he's got so much energy, probably too much at times, but he's vital for us in that right hand slot, because obviously it gives a little bit of a different dimension going forward. And I thought today, his first game back, I thought he's done extremely well, and he's had a lot of the ball. You mentioned about the first half there, he had a hell of a lot of the ball, everything really, switching play going through him and him putting balls in the box. So pleased for the lad.
25 unbeaten in the league. How does it feel?
Just another 3 points. Just another win, just another 3 points. I do think it's a vital day today. I do think that because, like I said, I think a lot of people would have had us down as a potential banana skin, and rightly so, like I said, because it's a very difficult place. We set off at 10 o'clock this morning. Players that were coming up the motorway probably set off at 9. So it's a very difficult place against one of the form sides, and it's good just to come away, like I said, with 3 points. It is just 3 points, but now, we probably going to rest period a little bit this week. And our sole goal now is to try and get everyone patched up as best we can, and get all the bodies back fixed, and get a side out for Saturday.
Yeah, that game on Saturday, a big one considering how good Stockbridge have been this season. What are your thoughts going into that game so far?
Yeah, obviously they're doing well. I don't know how the results go on today at this minute in time. But they're doing well. They're in the playoff position, so every time you're playing against a team that's in the playoff position, it's a difficult game, but there are no easy games at this level. It's a difficult place to go, and our job is to, like I said, get a side out there that's competitive, and see how many points we can get. But let's get this week out of the way first. That's most importantly.